Hello and welcome to episode 74 of the HHH Racing Podcast. I'm your host, Howard Kravitz. A lot of things to talk about tonight, and I got to do it quickly. First of all, make sure you subscribe right there on the right side of your screen. If you want winners, if you want to make some money, wow, are there flames shooting out of the top of my head? I was fire today. Hope you had a big day as well. After you subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when new content arises. You guys know the drill. I'm on Twitter at H Kravitz. You see the spelling on the name tag. Always send out some good content on Twitter. Also on the scroll on the bottom, hkravitzhorse at gmail.com. hkravitzhorse at gmail.com is where you can find me very quickly. Tomorrow, big day tomorrow. We're going 15 minutes later. I have a podcast to do right before my own. 8:15 Eastern Standard Time, or somewhere around there. If it's even 8:20, just be patient. Somewhere around 8:15 or just after that. Arlington Million Day Preview. Davey Lane from the United Kingdom, from Europe, will be on to talk about the Euros. He was on for me during the Royal Ascot meet, and also a fantastic young handicapper who works at Arlington Park, Kyle Roscoe, will also be with me. We're going to talk about the late pick five on what's going to be most likely the last Arlington Million Day. Three grade ones, a grade three. It's a great sequence. The past performances, by the way, just came out literally half an hour ago on the Daily Racing Forum, so you can start looking at those past performances tonight for our show tomorrow involving the Saturday late pick five. Follow me at Canterbury, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday. I'm going to toot my own horn today, if that's okay, if you don't mind. You have to celebrate your wins, right? I had the first two winners at Canterbury. Okay, they were chalk. Whatever. Still had the first two winners at Canterbury Park today, too. Race Day blog, there it is. I'm not sure if the description's below the video player on this video, but you guys know where you can find it if you have not subscribed. Patreon.com, there's the information. Today, I'll tell you what, I got very excited for quite a while. Anejo? Anyone have Anejo in that first leg? 11-1 right here. We talked about it on the show. I have no regrets about today. So let me tell you what happened very briefly. So I did not hit the pick six. I had 5 out of 6. I had it 4 times. I cashed for almost 1,200, and I put in about 280 today. I had a budget. I said I'm going to put 300 in max today. I don't have any regrets. However, the only disappointment is I did not play my Caveman or any pick 5 ticket. And if you played my $60 Caveman ticket, you would hit for 1,900 in the pick 5 today. Listen, on the chat on the right side of the screen, whether you're watching live, if you're watching live, did you cash today on anything we talked about yesterday? I'm wrong all the time. I totally understand if you didn't like some of my picks. That's cool. I get it. I just throw out my opinions and you can do what you will with them. But if you cash today, let's talk about our celebrations on the right side of the screen or below the video player if you watch this as a replay. My only disappointment is that I didn't play the pick 5, but I no regrets. I couldn't find Trini Luck in leg 4. He was actually a B for me, and I was only alive to A's at that point. So, listen, couldn't hit the pick 6. It paid 50K. Ironically, I turned 50 years old in about 10 days, and I was thinking how ironic would that have been to get my biggest score ever, 50K, for the 50th birthday. Anyway, didn't work out, but had a very good day. No complaints. Not going to cry over spilled milk. I was happy to get 5 out of 6 today. Let's see who else is very quickly. Horsey Dave. Thanks a lot, Horsey. Appreciate it. Sometimes you get lucky and the horse racing gods shine upon you. We've all had those brutal days too, as have I. Joe is here. That is correct, Joe. Davy Lane, the horse's name, Joe, was Rayshun. You can look it up. Reshhoun. It was on, I believe, the second, day 2, I believe, of the Royal Ascot meet. I'd like to say it was the 3rd or 4th race. I can't recall. But anyway, the horse's name was Rayshun. He was the 6th horse. And yes, he paid 60-1. So Davy is here tomorrow. Let's see here. Jay. Jay, there you go, buddy. Congratulations on hitting the pick five. By the way, perfect trip and ride on the 4 in the last leg. Thank God for that. I just, you know, sometimes you have to take stands, right? I took a stand in the first leg. I really liked the 2. I wish I had the 2 as an A. If I played a NACO as an A, I'd be sitting on 47,000, 50 grand right now. You know, uh, whatever. But I did use the 2. Not a lot of people probably use the 2 in their pick 6. And then I took a stand on the end with a favorite. So I take stands with low prices. I take stands, with some longer shots. When a lot of people like to zig, I like to zag. That's how you make money in this game. Trish, great job. Trish, way to cash today. Richard's on the show. Richard, thank you very much. Appreciate it. I wish I had I didn't play the 10-11 exacta. Can you believe it? I didn't play that 10-11 exacta in the turf race with Pletcher, like 13-1. Unbelievable. I got to say, though, if the 11 had won that race, I would have had the pick 6. It wouldn't have paid 50,000. It probably would have paid more like 15,000, but I would have been happy with that. Right? So, anyway, uh, Jim, I'm assuming that is Jim. Jim, congratulations that you cashed today. Um, no, I thought the 5 out of 6 was about correct. Dave, I actually thought the pick 6 would be bigger. I thought it'd be more like 60 or 70,000. But once I saw 50,000, yeah, I mean the last race was it was pretty much a pick 5, Dave. With the 4 winning the last race, it was pretty much a glorified pick 5. It paid 296 for the consos. I think that was about right. Anyway, hope you had a great day today. I did. Here's the only problem. I was so excited watching the pick 6, and by the way, I started school today. Ugh, back to full-time work. It's okay. I love my job. Anyway, I did not have time to create banners for my picks today. Sorry, guys. I did my full handicapping last night for tomorrow's late pick 5 at Saratoga, but I do not have banners, what you see on the bottom of the screen. So you're going to have to listen very carefully. You can always replay it back. The other thing about the pick 5 tomorrow, there's rain, possible strong storms coming in the next 2 days. Here in the Chicago area, if you live in the Chicago area, we've had some very severe, spotty thunderstorms the last few nights, like flooding and electricity out, but it's not been everywhere. It's been sort of sporadic. That's what it looks like at Saratoga for the next few days. It might be great. They also might get huge downpours. It's a little bit up and down. So I'm going to give you some dirt and turf opinions for tomorrow, Thursday, in the late pick 5. But again, I'm sorry I don't have banners available for you tonight. Let's jump right in. I got a bunch of things I need to do tonight. We're going to keep the show to 30 minutes. And again, there are no picks on the screen, so please do not say, Howard, where are the picks? You're not going to see them tonight. Again, I apologize for that. You will definitely see them on the Million Show tomorrow. All right, let's get into the pick 5 tomorrow at Saratoga. It starts in race 6, 3:55 Eastern Standard Time on the turf. They are going 5.5 furlongs. These are 2-year-old filly, maiden, state bred special weights. If it's on turf, there's 2 horses. Again, you got to see the board, everyone. You got to check out and see what the board's going to look like, no matter whether it's turf on dirt. If it's on turf, the 2 horses I like are the 6 and the 7. Cricket West is by Majestic City of a Dan Silly mare with Jorge Abreu, who's very good in first-time starters, in sprints. I think this horse is going to be alive. This is for Bloom Racing, so this horse should be alive. Bloom Racing, by the way, are the connections of Midnight Bisou, I believe. And then Pimanova for Danny Gargan. This is a practical joke horse out of a Sadler's Wells mare. Maybe he wants a little bit longer, but is working very well. 6, 7 would be my top choices if we're on turf. Those are my A's. And then the 2 would be a B who also has some turf breeding. So again, I'll be very clear. If it's on turf, A's 6, 7, B 2. I don't have anyone else, but again, you'd have to see what the board looks like. Feel free to write these down or you can watch these as a replay because, again, I apologize for the last time. No banners on the screen tonight. If it's on dirt, and it's hard to say what's going to happen if it's on dirt, I would like the 9 a lot more. This is an arrogant baby out of a Roman ruler mare. I like the 9. I'd also like 2 of the main track onlys, the 13, Making My Move, a Carpe Diem filly, and the 16, Let Her Inspire You on the bottom of the screen, who already ran second time out for Pletcher. So again, if it's on dirt, I like 9, 13, 16 as A's. And my B, by the way, if it's on dirt, I would still use the 7 if it was on dirt and if the horse is in the race. So again, those are my picks for race 6. Again, if you don't have let me just give you a slight pause to get a pen or a pencil and paper out. I know you can watch this as a replay once I post it, but very quickly, one more time. If it's on turf, and you gotta look at the board, A's 6, 7, B's 2, no C. If it's on dirt, A's 9, 13, 16, B would be the 7. Those would be my selections for the first leg. Let's go on to leg 2 of the sequence. This is race 7. 7 furlongs on the dirt, 16K, non-winners of 2. Very, very difficult race. To me, this is very wide open. I have 3 A's. One of them is a little bit of a price morning line. The 5, Amity Island, for all you Jaws fans out there. This horse is trained by Gary Siaka, who does a nice job with a small stable. Put Sayas on. She ran a very nice race 2 back. She's going pretty far back, but I think there's enough speed to set it up for the 5. I also like the turn back. I'd use the 7, Malibu Luna, for Bill Mott, another closer, but certainly fits on the drop. And then the 11, who has a lot of speed, probably will get the lead. Not sure about the distance, but I like the early speed with this horse for Orlando Noda. Off the claim, by the way. Again, Noda off the claim. Let me say that again. Noda off the claim, who amazingly seems to move up horses. I'll just leave it at that. Jose Ortiz, hey, it's Toddy or Tatey. Again, 5, 7, 11 would be my A's. I'm not going to go through everyone else. Let me just go ahead and go full screen so you can maybe hear me better here. So my A's in race 7 are 5, 7, 11. My B's would be 2, 4, 10. Again, B's would be 2, 4, 10. And my C's would be 1, 12. One more time. A's 5, 7, 11. B's 2, 4, 10. C's 1, 12. That would be my picks for race 7. Let's go ahead on to race 8. Sorry about that. Race 8. Race 8 is a nice allowance race. They're also in 7 furlongs again. Optional 80,000. Optional 80,000. Non-winners of 2. Lifetime. I have 3 A's. The 2, Mijos, who really... Mijos has been very disappointing. I thought he was going to have a huge career. He just never has really panned out. He can win this race, though. Faced a nice horse and gun it last time. Shasha shake me up. This field I don't think is as good. I don't like the 2-1 morning line at all, but Mijos can win this race. I also like the 5, Shoplifted, who's 3 for 3 in the money at Saratoga. I definitely use Shoplifted. I think the extra furlong is going to help this horse for Steve Asmussen and Santana. And also the 6, Chocolate Bar, who raced his first time on dirt last time. Granted, it was wet dirt, but Michael Maker keeps him on dirt. It also might be wet anyway, and also has some nice works since that last race. Even if it's on fast dirt, I would still keep Chocolate Bar as an A. I think Chocolate Bar is very interesting as sort of that fresh face kind of horse. And my B would be the 4, Let Me Know, for Ian Wilkes. So again, I'm going to go full screen just so you can see me a little bit better. with my selections one more time. In race 8, this is the third leg, my A's would be 2, 5, 6, and my B would be 4. 2, 5, 6 A, B, 4, no C's. Let's go on to race 9, excuse me. Again, this is scheduled for turf. 5.5 furlongs. If it's on turf, I have 2 A's. I had to double check because I wasn't sure I had this bigger price as an A, but I do. I have 3, 4 as A's. I'm guessing that's correct. I apologize for even thinking it's not. Okay, I'm going to go with what I have written down. I have 3, 4 as my A's. It's a keeper and Canarsie Angel. They both show quite a bit of speed in this race. The 3 could come from behind as well. I like the work last time. And Canarsie Angel toss out the last race, which was on dirt. I've got the 2, Athena Dancer, as a closer, as a B. I also have the 12. Let me go down to the 12. I have the 12 written down if it's on turf. Okay. Because of the 1 turf number. All right. I apologize, guys. I have the 12 as a B. And I also have. Nope, that's it. And then I have 8, 11 as C's. I'll run these down again. Yeah, I'll run these down again. I'm not 100% sure that I wrote this down correctly, guys. I want to apologize up front. But anyway, I have 3, 4 as A. I have 2, 12 as B. 8, 11 as C. I don't have the 10 anywhere. I didn't like the 1 for 12, but obviously the 12 can win for Clement and Rosario. I just didn't like the 1 for 12 with 7 seconds. If it's on dirt, I think you have to. I still would like the 12 and the. Let's see, put the 12 horse. I would like the 12 if it's on dirt. The horse to beat, though, if it's on dirt, is definitely the 13. I could single the 13 definitely if it's on dirt. Beautiful Karen. So again, one more time, and I'm sorry for stumbling over my words here because I was confused on what I had written down. My A's would be 3, 4, B's 2, 12, C 8, 11 if it's on turf, and if it's on dirt, you could probably single that 13 on the outside. Let's go ahead to the last race of, you know what? I know what I did, guys. I know exactly what I did. Wow. Now I feel really bad. So those numbers that I gave you, first time I've really screwed up. I apologize. Those numbers I gave you are actually for race 10. Sorry, guys. The last leg, I have 3, 4. I knew something was wrong. The last leg, I have 3, 4. I'm going to ignore everything I just said for the previous race. We'll go back and handicap a little bit together in a second. Totally apologize. No one leave. Stay with me, folks. The last leg, I have A's is 3, 4 if it's on turf. Okay, the B is 2 and the 12 if it's on turf. I also would have the 15 if it's on turf in the last leg. 8, 11 C. If it's dirt, so all those numbers you wrote down for the previous race, I meant for this race, race 10. If it's on dirt, I'd still use group hug the 4. I'd also use the 12 Aban, and you'd have to use bold victory the 16 if it's on dirt. Let me repeat all this one more time. I'm screwing up for everyone. Sorry. Ignore everything I just said about the last race. Ignore it. This race right here, the last leg that I'm talking about right now, which is race 10. Race 10, 3, 4 is A, 2, 12 as B, and the 15 if it's on turf, and 8, 11 C. All that is on turf for race 10, the last leg. If it's on dirt, the last leg, I've got 4, 12, 16 as A's, and my B would be the 2. Again, greatly apologize. We're going to do something that we have not done. I don't think I've ever done on this show. Completely my fault. We're going to handicap race 9 together a little bit because my picks were for the wrong race. Apparently, I didn't handicap race 9. I don't know what happened. Anyway, let's go back to race 9. All right. It's a 5 furlong turf sprint. I'm going to scroll through the field very quickly. We'll just take a few minutes. If it's on turf, the 1 Uncle Jem has speed 2-1, 70 buyer. The 2 is a closer. The 3 does not look good enough. That's why I knew something was wrong. The 4 has a lot of speed, but is, might be a little bit on the cheap side. She's a super freak. No thanks. Factorization. Great name as a math teacher. Also a lot of speed. Proper grammar looks too slow to me. Mosienko, not really a turf horse. Bred okay for the turf. The 9 looks a little bit interesting to me. Again, I'm looking at this closely for the first time. Snicket can absolutely win and might get the right pace set up. And then you've got Get the Candy on the outside as an AE, also shows speed. And then you have some main track only horses. So here's what I'm going to do. It looks like there's a lot of speed in this race. I'd be negative to the 1 just because of the post and there's a lot of speed. I'd be looking for closers. I'd be very interested in the 2 tomorrow off the layoff for Wayne Potts as a closer as a possible A. I think in terms of the best speed, maybe the 6 because I like the outside post. So Jose Ortiz can look. So I like the 6. I would say, again, I'm sort of speed handicapping now. My A's would probably be 2, 6, maybe the 9, 10. I'd say around 2, 6, 9, 10 would probably be my A's. I'd use the 1 and the 11 as speed horses as B's. Might upgrade the 11 if the 11 gets in. Those are probably my top choices. If it's on dirt, where are my dirt horses here? The 1 is out of Uncle Mo, or by Uncle Mo. The 1 could probably handle the dirt. Not the 2, not the 3, not the 4. The 5 is a dirt horse, but looks too slow to me. Obviously, he would move up on dirt. The 8 is very possible if it's on dirt. 10, maybe if it's on dirt. And definitely the 13. I mean, the 13 would be my lone A, most likely if it was on dirt. All right. Anyway, that's not exactly what I had planned for today, guys. I'm sorry. I screwed it up. Listen, I hope I made up for it with my picks last night. So very quickly, just to end the show, let me go ahead and tell you if everything stays on turf, here would be my caveman ticket. All right. And again, the first race, you'd have to look at the board. Something like 2, 6, 7 in the first leg. Again, this is if it's on turf. The second leg, you'd have to spread. I'd probably go 2, 4, 5, 7, 10, 11. Second leg, 2, 4, 5, 7, 10, 11. The third leg, race 8, I'd probably go just 2, 5, 6. Race 9 is the race that we just handicapped, and I did it loosely. I can't remember who I had. I don't have it written down what I liked the 6. I liked, who did I like in that leg? Let's go back real quick in that race 9. I don't like the 1. If it's on turf, I'd probably go 6, 9, 10, 11. Probably 6, 9, 10, 11, I would say. And then the last race, I would go 3, 4 as A's. That's what I would go with in this sequence for my pick 5. So tomorrow on the show for the Arlington Million, again, I'm going to have Davey Lane and Kyle Roscoe here. It's going to start about 8:15 Eastern Standard Time. If it's 8:15 and you don't see me yet, don't panic. It might be closer to 8:20. I would come on. I check YouTube at 8:15. Check out my channel. See if you see the countdown. Obviously, I'll give the 30-second countdown before I come on the show. But I'm going to try to come on at 8:15 or just after that tomorrow. It's going to be a great show. It's going to be a good 45 minutes long, detailed analysis of the late pick 5 Saturday at Arlington, 3 grade 1s and a grade 3, including what used to be called the Million, what used to be called the Beverly D, and what used to be called the actually it's still called the Beverly D. Sorry, what used to be called the Secretariat and the Pucker Up. It's gonna be a great day. There are still very good fields, very good horses, great purses. I'm also, by the way, just to let you know, on Saturday. This is why you need to follow me on Twitter. I'm going to be very active on Twitter. I'm going to be at Arlington on Saturday. I'll be tweeting out videos. I'll be tweeting out pictures in the paddock. I might even do a video from the paddock, myself on cam with horses in the background, giving people live updates on Twitter. So you definitely want to follow me if you're betting on Saturday. You're definitely going to want to follow me on Twitter for some live updates. In terms of how to bet Arlington, you can bet it on almost any ADW, especially Twin Spires since they're owned by Churchill Downs Incorporated. I don't think you can bet Arlington through Daily Racing Form. I'm assuming you can through TVG, Naira, many other outlets as well. Hopefully, you're going to pay attention carefully to Arlington on Saturday. All right, that's about it tonight. I, again, greatly apologize for the lack of the banners on the screen. First time literally in 70, almost 75 shows that that happened today. But hopefully I still gave you a lot of good information and some interesting long shots tomorrow to play Thursday. Roll over that money, ladies and gentlemen. Anyone who got those wins today, take that cash, roll it over to the late pick 5 tomorrow at Saratoga, or support one of the best mid-level tracks in the country tonight, right now. Play Canterbury. My picks are in themoneypodcast.com. They're free. Check it out. Maybe hit some winners at Canterbury Park tonight. They've got sunny skies, and I think they're on the turf also. This has been Howard Kravitz, episode 74 of the HHH Racing Podcast. We were on fire last night. Hopefully, we're going to be on fire today for tomorrow, Thursday. Good luck in all of your wagering at Saratoga, and I hope to see you tomorrow night, approximately 8:15 Eastern Standard Time, Arlington Million Day Pick 5 preview. Take care, everyone. Have a great night.